and she invited us.
This is our last performance of the Tempest for our 7th season of Shakespeare, Summer Shakespeare through the YMCA. We really appreciate your coming. Yesterday we trundled over to our rain location and had a great play there, but there's really nothing like being outdoors doing Shakespeare. It's really my favorite thing to do during the summer. We want to thank our wonderful narrator today, Mayor Ken Ray of Sleepy Hollow. It's been great to have him and Drew Fixell, who did it the other day, not only because they have wonderful voices, I don't have to tell them anything, but that connection with the kids, I think, is just for them to see the mayor is just extraordinary. So we're very glad to have him here. Also, we're very glad to have Sonny from Community Media filming for us. Thank you, Sonny. We're going to tell you a little bit about the play you're going to see today. The Tempest is Shakespeare's last play, the last play he wrote all by himself. And he really put everything that he had learned throughout his career into this one extraordinary last play. It's about a magician who's stranded on a desert island. And let's get those magicians out here. Their names are Prospero. Yeah, there we go. These guys have worked so hard. In our play, the single character of Prospero is played by 5 different actors. In the play, Prospero is the leader of the Italian country of Milan, and but he only cares about learning more things, learning magic, being in his library with his books. He puts all power to his brother Antonio, but Antonio gets more and more drunk with power and command and decides to take over the whole country himself. Antonio, come on out. Oh, there he is. Very sneaky, very sneaky. So Antonio decides to ally himself with Prospero's old enemy, who is named Alonso, the king of Naples. And they also take into this evil triad Alonso's brother, Sebastian. So these 3 villains, these 3 super villains, get together and take over the city and exile Prospero onto an island with his daughter, whose name is Miranda. And when they do this, when they land on the island, Miranda's only a baby, so she only grows up seeing Prospero. She never sees another human being. On the island, they meet some magical creatures. First, they meet some wonderful spirits whose name is Ariel. And Ariel becomes Prospero's servant to do his bidding. Also on the island are 2 monsters, very scary, but it is morning, so I guess it's okay. Their names are the Caliban brothers. Ariel and Caliban kind of represent 2 different sides of the coin. Very good. So one day, Prospero is on the beach looking out, observing the skies, when he sees a ship, and he knows, using his magical telepathy, that his 3 enemies who exiled him are on the ship. He also knows that he's getting older and he has to continue his line. So how can he do that? He sees on the ship Alonso's son, whose name is Ferdinand. Come on out, Ferdinand. And as bad and evil as Alonso is, Ferdinand is good and noble, and so Prospero knows he can get Ferdinand and his daughter Miranda together again to continue his line. So he raises a great storm, a great tempest, and brings the ship to the island so that he can put this into motion. Also on the ship, you'll meet Gonzalo, who's the counselor to Alonso. Francisco, who is Gonzalo's assistant. Alonso's butler, whose name is Stefano, who likes to drink a little. And also Trinculo, the jester to Alonso. All right, guys, go back. We'll see you all in a few minutes. Well, it's been really wonderful working with these extraordinary young actors. You know, when we started this 7 years ago, people would say, you can't get such young kids to be doing Shakespeare. It just doesn't work. But working with the story first, this extraordinary adventure story, and then getting into the language, the kids have really gotten into it. And I think those of you who've seen the show already can attest to this, that they understand it and make it very clear, and that's what we want. So without any further ado, welcome to Summer Shakespeare and welcome to the Tempest.
Journey back with us. Back, back, back. Or is it forward? Time has no meaning here as we enter a world of danger, adventure, romance, and magic. Welcome to the world of the storm. Welcome to the Tempest.
Oh, son!
Here, Master, what cheer?
Speak to the mariners, quickly! The ship is sinking!
Hi, my heart's cheerily, cheerily, my heart.
Good bosun, have care. Where's the captain?
Seek the cabin to assist the storm.
We are sinking! My brother and sister, my wife and children, we split! We split!
What does that nasty come?
Help us! We are sinking! Oh!
Let's all sink with the king.
Let's take the leave of him. Now would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of barren ground. The will's about me done, that I wish to die dry death.
If by your art, my dearest father, you put the wide waters in this roar, a laver, oh, a brave vessel who had, no doubt, some noble creatures in her, dashed all to pieces.
No more amazement, there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day.
No harm. I've done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art.
More to know, did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee further.
And so the magician Prospero told his daughter Miranda how they had come to that mystical island. 12 years earlier, Prospero had been ruler of the Italian country of Milan. Prospero was a man of magic and secret knowledge. He learned to command the weather and the spirits and to raise the dead. He cared more for his books than ruling his country. He let his brother, Antonio, handle all that. But Antonio became more and more drunk with command. He had to have absolute power. Plotting behind Prospero's back, he joined forces with Alonso, king of Naples, Prospero's ancient enemy, and Alonso's evil brother, Sebastian. Together, these three supervillains raised an army with power enough to defeat even the strongest wizard. In the dead of night, the army burst through the gates of Milan and in a blast of fire and lightning took over the city. Moving at the speed of light, the invading magical army weakened Prospero by breaking him into 5 different aspects of his already wild personality. They forced Prospero and his baby daughter Miranda into a small boat and left it adrift on the wild ocean. Only the kind counselor Gonzalo showed any pity to Prospero by secretly giving him his magical books and a staff of power. So Miranda and Prospero found themselves on Lonely Island. There was only one thought in the dark wizard's mind. One word that swirled round and round his magical brain. And that word was revenge.
And now, I pray you, sir, your reason for raising the sea storm?
No, thus far forth. Bountiful fortune, now my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore. Here cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. Approach, my Ariel, come.
All hail, great master. Grave sir, hail. I come to answer thy best pleasure.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article. I boarded the king's ship. Now on the beak. Now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin.
I claimed amazement. My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant that this coil would not infect his reason?
Not a soul but felt a fever of the mad. The king's son, Ferdinand, was the first man that leapt, cried.
Hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Why, that's my spirit, but are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished.
Ariel, thy charge, exactly as performed, but there's more work.
Is there more toil?
How now, Moody? What dost thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the time be out, no more.
I prithee, remember I've done all thy worthy service. Thou didst promise to keep me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
I do not, sir.
Thou liest, malignant thing.
So Prospero reminded the spirit Ariel how they had first met. Let's go back a dozen years before Prospero and Miranda landed here. Ruling over the island was a witch, Sycorax, full of dark power and evil magic. Ariel was then the servant of Sycorax. When Ariel refused to do her bidding, Sycorax magically trapped Ariel in a pine tree, leaving her screaming in agony for a dozen years. When Prospero and Miranda came to the island, Prospero challenged Sycorax to a magical duel. For days, their battle raged through the skies. Lightning, thunder, earthquakes, storms. Finally, Sycorax was defeated at Prospero's feet. And with a wave of his power staff, the wizard released Ariel from the tree. In gratitude to the wizard, Ariel swore to serve Prospero faithfully. But what's this? Sycorax left more than just her evil stink behind. In her still smoking robes, Prospero found the witch's two sons, the Caliban brothers. Even though the Calibans are ugly and misshapen, Prospero swore to raise them as his own.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and pay thee in its notting shells till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master, I will be correspondent to command.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what shall I do?
Hearken thine ear.
My lord, it shall be done.
Awake, dear heart, awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake.
The strangeness of your story put heaviness in me.
Shake it off. Come on, we'll visit the Calibans, my slaves. What ho, slave, Caliban.
Now, entering the center ring, the scourge of the island. The scariest thing on the high seas. The dynamic duo of destruction. It's the Caliban brothers.
We must seek our dinner! The silent tower! By Sycorax, our brother! Which thou takest from us! All the charms of Sycorax! Toads, beetles, bats! Lie down you!
Abhorred slaves, which any print of goodness wilt not take, being capable of all ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or another.
Ha! You taught us language! My brother Dante! We know how to curse!
Hagseed, hence, fetch us in fuel and be quick, thou art best. If thou neglect, I'll rack thee with old cramps, fill all thy bones with aches, make thee roar.
No! Crazy! We must obey!
So slave hence.
Come unto these yellow sands. And take hands. Curtsy when you haven't kissed. The wild waves whist. Footed feetly here and there.
sweet spreads to the bursting bear. Hark, hark! Where should this music be? In the air or the earth?
Full fathom 5, thy father lies. Of his bones are coral made. Those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell.
This is no mortal business.
Lord, look how it looks about. It carries a brave form, but 'tis a spirit.
No wench, it eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we have such. This gallant which thou seest was in the wreck. He had lost his fellows and strays about to find him.
I might call him a thing divine.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it.
Most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend. Oh, you wonder, are you maid or no?
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language, heavens!
At first sight, they've changed eyes. A word, good sir. I fear you've done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my father so ungently?
Oh, if your affection not gone forth, I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
Soft, sir, one word more.
They are both under these powers, but this was business I must uneasy make. Lest too late when make the prize light.
Thou hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord on it.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple.
I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. See what a shot thou drink. Follow now, sir.
No, I'll resist such entertainment till my enemy has more power.
Oh, dear father, make not too rash a child of him.
Hence, hang not on my garments.
Sir, have pity.
Come on, obey. Thy nerves are like a baby's and have no vigor in them.
That's done well, fine Ariel.
Come on.
Be of comfort. My father's of a better nature, sir, than he appears by speech.
Come on.
Father!
Speak not for him.
Meanwhile, on another part of the island, some more members of the shipwreck crew find themselves once again on dry land. Remember this band of villains? This is Alonso, the king of Naples, who with Antonio, the brother of Prospero, and Alonso's brother Sebastian, took over the throne from Prospero and set him adrift on the open seas. When he took power, Alonso was arrogant and full of confidence. But now, exiled to the island, just as Prospero was, Alonso feels himself fill up with sorrow and guilt. He believes that his only son, Prince Ferdinand, has been drowned. And now, not even the kindly words of the counselor Gonzalo or his assistant Francisco can help him.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause, so have we all, of joy. For our escape is much beyond our knowledge.
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. O thou, mine heir of Naples and Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the waves under him and ride upon their backs.
No, no, he's gone.
It is foul weather and it's all good, sir, when you are cloudy. And do you mark me, sir?
Prithee, no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I am very heavy.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes with themselves would shut up my songs.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What strange drowsiness possesses them? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou lest thy fortune sleep, die, rather winkest while thou art waking.
Say on.
Say this were death, that now hast seized it. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep this were for your advancement. And, do you understand me?
Methinks so.
Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon, whom I, with disobedient steel, just 3 inches of it, can lay to bed forever.
Thy case, dear friend, is my precedent. As thou gost Milan, I shall come by Naples.
Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like to follow it on Gonzalo.
If of life you keep a care, shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake! Now, Cadmus, there's the king! How now? Why are you drunk? What's the matter?
Oh, 'twas a noise to fright a monster's ear? To make an earthquake?
Heard you this, Gonzalo? Lead off this ground and let's make further search for my poor son.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done, so king go safely on to seek thy son.
Now let's listen in on the thoughts of the Caliban brothers, Prospero's sad and ugly servants. They are about to run into Trinculo, King Alonso's jesters, and Stefano, Alonso's drunken butler.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from swamps, bogs, and mud, and Prospero fall and make him by inches a disease. His spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. Here comes a spirit of his, and to torment me.
Here's neither bush nor shrub to hide from any weather at all, and another storm brewing. What have we have here? Men or fish? Dead or alive? Fish? Sure smells like fish. Strange fish. No fish, but islander, that hath lately suffered a thunderbolt. At last the storm has come up again! Misery greats the man who strikes red fellows! No more to see, for here I shall die ashore.
Do not torment me. Ah!
This is some alien with 6 legs. Where the devil should he learn our language? I will give him some relief, if it be but for that.
Do not torment me. I'll bring my widow faster.
Come on your ways, open your mouth, here's that which will give you language. I should know that voice, it should be, but he's drowned, oh defend me! 6 legs and 2 voices, a most delicate monster. Stefano, if thou beest Stefano, speak to me. If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the lesser legs, if any be Trinculo's legs, these are they. Thou art Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the poop of this moon calf? I took them to be killed by a thunderstroke. But art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hope now thou art not drowned. I prithee, do not turn me. My stomach is not constant.
These be fine things. That's a brave God. I will kneel to him.
How did thou escapest? How camest thou hither?
I'll swear upon that ball to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly.
Here, swear, how did thou escape? Swum the sword like a duck. Oh, Stefano, hast any more of this? Aye, ma'am. How now, mooncalf?
Hast thou not dropped from the heaven?
Out of the moon I do assure thee.
I do adore thee.
Come, swear to that. By this good lake, these are very shallow monsters. I, afeard of them, very weak monsters.
I'll kiss thy foot. I prithee, be my God.
Come on, then, down and swear.
A plague upon the times that we serve. We'll care of no more sticks, but follow thee. That wonders mad. Wilt thou go with us?
I prithee now, lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo, the king and our company being drowned, we will inherit here. Here, bear my bottle.
Farewell, master. Farewell, farewell.
Howling monsters, drunken monsters.
Freedom, heyday, heyday, freedom, freedom, heyday, freedom.
Oh, brave monsters, lead the way.
I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up.
My sweet mistress weeps when she sees me work and says such baseness. I never liked executive.
If you'll sit down, I'll bury logs the while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature. I'd rather crack my muscles, break my back.
It would become me as well as it does you.
Poor worm, thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, just fresh morning with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you, what is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father! I've broken your rules to say so!
Admiring Miranda, indeed the top of admiration, with what's dearest to the world. You, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created every creature's best.
By my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any companion in the world but you.
Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service.
Do you love me?
Oh heaven, oh earth, bear witness to the sound. I, beyond all limit of what else in the world, do love, prize, honor you.
I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Fair encounter of two most rare affections. My mistress, dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband then?
Aye, here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it. And now, farewell till half an hour hence.
1,000. So glad of this as they, I cannot be. To our surprise withal, but my rejoicing, and nothing can be more.
Let's see what the unlikely foursome of the Caliban brothers, Trinculo and Stefano, are up to. Although Stefano and Trinculo are only interested in drinking, the Calibans have something far more sinister in mind.
No more bottles of beer on the wall! No more bottles of beer! Drink, servant monsters, when I bid thee. Thy eyes are almost set in thy head. Where's the baby set else? Every monster deed of their set is our tail. No! How he mocks me! Go tell that in my lord! Trinculo, keep a good tongue in your head. The poor monsters are my subjects. I thank my noble lord. Will thou be pleased to listen once again to the suit be made to thee? Kneel and repeat it. I shall stand, and so shall Trinculo. Why, as I told you before, I am subject to a sorcerer, who by his cunning has cheated me of the island. Thou liest! Thou liest, you jesting monkey! I, my vine master, would destroy thee! We do not lie! Trinculo, if you trouble the monsters any more in that tail, by this hand I shall supplant some of your teeth. Why, I said nothing! Mum then, and no more. Proceed. Why, I say by sorcery he got the sock. But from me he got it, and thy greatness will revenge it on him. Thou shalt be lord of it, and I'll serve thee. Canst thou bring me to a party? Yea, my lord. I'll yield him thee asleep, where thou mayest knock a nail into his head. Thou liest! Thou scurvy pat! Trinculo, run into no further danger. Interrupt the monsters one word further in their tail. By this hand, I shall turn my mercy out of doors. Why? What did I? I said nothing. I'll go further off. Didst thou not say he lied? Thou liest! Do I so? Take thou that and give me the lie another time. I did not give the lie out of your wits and your hearing too. A pox of your bottle, this can sack and drinking do. Forward with your tale. Why, as I told you before, 'tis custom with him in the afternoon to sleep. Thou mayest brain him, batter his skull, stab him with a stake, or cut his neck bone with thy knife. But first remember to possess his books. Without them, he's but a sot, as we are. Burn but his books, and was to deeply consider is the beauty of his daughter. Monster, I will kill this man, his daughter, and I shall become king and queen. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo? Excellent. Give me thy hand. I am sorry I beat thee. Within this half hour, will he be asleep? Wilt thou destroy him then? Aye, on mine honor. This I tell my master. Thou makest us merry. We are full of pleasure. What is the same? Oh, forgive me my sins. Art thou feared? No, monster. Not I. Be not afeared. The isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments hum about
about my ears. And sometimes voices. That, if I then had waked after a long sleep, will make me sleep again.
The sound's going away. Let's follow and after do our work. Lead monsters will follow.
Honor, lady, sir, I can go no further. My old bones ache. Old lord, I cannot blame thee.
I am right glad he is all out of hope.
Next advantage, will we take thoroughly?
Let it be tonight.
I say tonight no more.
What harmony is this, my good friends? Hark!
Marvelous, sweet music.
Give us kind keepers. Heavens, what were these?
They banter strangely.
Will it please you to taste of what is here?
I will stand to and feed, although my last, no matter, since I feel the best is past.
Using her supernatural powers, Ariel blasts Alonso's mind with images of his greatest sin, exiling Prospero and his innocent child onto the wild ocean.
You are demon of sin!
You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of faith!
If you could hurt, your swords are not too heavy for your strength, and will not be uplifted. But remember, for that's my business to you, that you three from Milan didst plague good Prospero, exposed unto the sea, which hath revenged it. For which foul deed the powers lay, not forgetting him in such the seas and shores. Yea, all the creatures against your peace!
Bravely the figure of this harpy hast thou performed, my Ariel, a grace it had devouring.
In the name of something holy, sir, why stand you in this strange stare?
Oh, it's monstrous! Monstrous! Methought the waves spoke and told me of it. The name of Prospero, it did base my crimes.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. Oh, Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast her off, for thou shalt find she will outstrip all praise.
I do believe it.
Sit then and talk with her. She is thine own. What, Ariel?
What would my opponent, master?
Go bring the spirits, over whom I give thee power, here to this place. No tongue, all eyes, be silent.
Hail, many-colored messenger, why hath thy queen summoned me to the short grass and green? A contract of true love to celebrate, and some donations freely to estate on these best lovers. Highest queen of state, great Juno comes, I know her by her gait. Honor, riches, marriage, blessing, long continuance and increasing. Hourly joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessing upon you. Fruits increase, poison plenty, barns and garners never empty. Vines and clustering branches growing, plants with goodly birth and bowing. Spring come to you at the farthest, in the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Iris's blessing so is on you.
May I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits which by mine art I have from their confines called to enact my present fancies.
Let me live here ever.
Suddenly, Prospero remembers that the Caliban brothers are plotting against his life.
The minute of their plot is almost come. Well done, avoid no more.
This is strange. Your father isn't so passionate that works so strongly.
Never till this day I saw him so touched with anger.
You do look, my son, and move sore, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir, our revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with its sleep. Sir, I'm vexed. If you be pleased, retire into my cell, and there repose. A turn or two I shall walk to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace.
Come with a thought. I thank thee. Ariel, come!
What's thy pleasure?
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban. Say again, where didst thou leave those villains?
I told you, sir, they were red hot with drinking. Last I left them was in a filthy man behind your cell.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible retain thou still. The fine clothes in my house. Go bring hither, for bait to catch those thieves.
I go!
A devil, a born devil, on whose nature and nurture can never stick, on whom my pains humanely taken. All lost, quite lost. I will plague them all, even to Rory. You guys have to get him.
Hang him on this line.
Monster! I do smell horse piss! Do you hear, monster?
Good my lord, give me thy favor still. Be patient.
Aye, but to lose our bottles in the pool. I will go fetch off my bottle.
No, my lord, I prithee. Seest thou here? This is the mouth of his cell. No noise and enter. Through that goodness, they make thee lord of the island forever.
Give me thy hands. I do begin to have bloody thoughts. Oh, King Stefano, look at wardrobe here is for thee.
Let it alone, thou fool.
Oh, King Stefano.
Let it alone and do the murder first.
Be you quiet, monster. Wait. Monster, coming away with the rest.
I shall have none of it. We shall lose our time.
Monster, help to bear this away.
And
This. I and this.
Go charge thy goblins that grind their joints with dry convulsions.
Say, my spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge. They cannot budge till your release. Your charm so strongly works in that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, sir, were I human.
And mine shall, though with their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet with my most noble reasons against my fury do I take part. Go, release them, Ariel.
I'll go fetch them, sir.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes, and groves, and ye that on the sands of printless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune, do fly him when he comes back.
You demi puppets that by moonshine do green sour beneath me.
By whose aid I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds.
Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, ope and let them forth.
Yet this rough magic I here abjure. I'll break my staff, buried certain fathoms in the earth, deeper than did ever plummet sound. I'll draw my book. There stands your spell stopped.
Oh, good Gonzalo, my troop is never in the loyal servant. Do me follow.
Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy brother was further in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian.
Flesh and blood, you brother mine, that entertain ambition, expelled remorse in nature, who with Sebastian, whose inward pinches, therefore are most strong, would here have killed your king. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art.
Ariel, I shall miss thee, to the king's ship invisible as thou art. Thou shalt find the mariners asleep under the hatches, and force them to this place, and presently I prithee.
I take the air before ye, and turn, or ere your pulse twice beat.
You have a guide out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wrong Duke of Milan, Prospero!
Whether thou be he or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as late I have been, I not know. Thy dukedom I resign and do entreat. Thou pardon me my wrongs, but how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age.
Whether it be or be no, I'll not swear.
Welcome, my friends all. To you, my good sir, whom they call brother would infect my mouth. I do forgive thy rankest faults, all of them, but I require my dukedom of you, which perforce I know thou must restore.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
No, my dearest love, I would not for the world.
If this prove a vision of the island, one dear son shall I twice lose.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Arise and say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder how beauteous mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to thee.
Give me thy hand. Let grief and sorrow embrace his heart that doth not wish you joy.
Be it so. Amen. Oh, look, sir, look. Here are more of us.
There are yet, Monsieur. You all lads, you remember not? Courage, bully monster, courage! Mark what the badges of these men, my lords, and say if they be true. These misshapen knaves, their mother was a witch. 2 of these fellows you must know and own. These things of darkness I acknowledge mine.
I shall be pinched to death.
Go, sirrah, to my cell. Take with you your companions. As you look to have my pardon, trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will.
And I'll be wise hereafter and seek for grace.
Go to, away.
Sir, I invite your highness in your train to my poor cell.
I long to hear the story of your life, which must take the ear strangely.
My Ariel, ship to the elements, be free and fare thou well. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have is mine own, which is most faint.
Now 'tis true, I must be here confined by you, or sent to Naples.
Let me not, since I my dukedom got, and pardon the deceiver, dwell in this fair island by your spell. But release me from my bands with the help of your good hands.
Gentle breath of yours my sails must fill, or else my project fails. Which was to please?
Now I want spirits to enforce,
Art to enchant.
and my ending is despair, unless I've been relieved by prayer,
Which pierces so that it assaults.
mercy itself, and frees all fault. As you from crimes would pardon be, let your indulgence set me free.
Thank you so much. Give him another hand. Wow, what a great job. Extraordinary. Oh, wow. Thank you. we really want to thank you. What a wonderful performance, guys. I think it's never been better. You really put all the work that you did over the past 4 weeks into that. So great work. Thank you. We will. And so I've been bugged about the hat, so we will start this right now. We do ask for donations. If you can help us, it helps to expand the program. Some of the guys will be coming around. But I do want to thank, you can start that now, boys. But I do want to thank a few folks. We have to thank Mayor Ken Ray. Thank you, Ken, so much. Thank you. We've been here 7 years, and every time it's like coming home, and we really have to thank Joe Arduino, the Tarrytown Rec Department. I saw him before, wandering around. If you like the program, thank him. Thank you, Joe, very much. All of the sets that you see, all of the costumes were done this year by our third camp, which is the YMCA Theater Arts Camp, our first year, but not our last, with Vera Zamdir as the leader of that. Thank you, Vera. And thanks to all the kids who made that. We got a lot of kids who were part of the arts program, and they had a lot of fun creating the costumes, props, and set. We have to thank Sunny and Community Media for coming to tape for us. Thank you, Sunny. Thanks so much. We'll see you next summer, everyone. Thank you.